Hi, welcome to the Purple Ladder. Yes, how you guys doing? And before I start, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, punch that notification button, and a video. You'll get a video every week from me, Friday, maybe Saturday, but mostly every Sunday. And on special occasions, holidays, something like that. And I hope you're having a blessed Labor Day weekend. Today, I'm going to do something different. We're going to go way back. We're going to rewind and go back to 1981 with the Purple Ladder. Yeah. I know we're on the journey of 1980. We're on 85. We're on Around the World in a Day. But we're going to go back to 1981. Why I chose this year and I want to talk about it is because I didn't focus on it in my journey, but 1981 was serious with Prince. This is when he really started to amp it up. And one particular reason why he started to amp it up was the Rolling Stone debacle, that concert. And I want to talk about that. This is what motivated him and pushed him to become what he is, to prove to everybody, hey, I'm great, I can do this. And just after that, do what he wanted to do. So I'm reading this article from Louder, and this is what it states. He's a prince who think he's a king already. The day a young Prince supported the Rolling Stones and was abused and brought to tears by thousands of food-throwing racists. All right. The Rolling Stones appeared to blame Prince for their audience's deplorable reaction to his performance at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum on their 1981 Tattoo You tour. Today, Prince is considered one of the greatest musicians and songwriters to ever grace the airwaves. Not only did the Purple One leave behind a lengthy trail of chart-topping hits, from sultry club pop bangers to epic rock anthems, he was a genuine guitar hero, multi-instrumentalist, producer, actor, sex symbol, and all-round icon. Given his outrageous talent, it's difficult to envision a time when Prince wasn't rightly acknowledged as the special one, but even future superstars are obliged to pay their dues. In the formative years, the virtuoso Minneapolis musician experienced some of the worst crowd reactions imaginable, with haters responding to his music with racism, homophobia, abuse, shock, and disrespect. One of such incidents took place in 1981 when he was booked to support the Rolling Stones on their U.S. tour in support of the Tattoo You, an endeavor which would become the largest grossing tour of that year. At this point, Prince, who was the first special guest of the night ahead of George Thorogood and the Destroyers and the J. Giles Band, had only the one hit to his name, 1979's I Want to Be Your Lover. Yeah. Excuse me. The tour's opening night took place on October the 9th, 1981 at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, a show for which 94,000 tickets were sold. Far from home, Prince was not given a warm welcome. The audience, seemingly unimpressed by being presented with colorful funk-laced tunes from a musician and showman who didn't conform to conventional dad rock traditions, started throwing food towards the stage. Wow. As Prince and his band tried their best to get through the set, they faced a barrage of fried chicken, bottles, cans, and other objects, all tuned Soon, a wave of racist, homophobic slurs followed. Recalling the event, Prince bassist Brown Mark said, "The next thing I noticed was food starting to fly through the air like a dark thundercloud. Imagine 94,000 people throwing food at each other. It was craziest thing I ever seen in my life. I got hit in the shoulder with a bag of fried chicken, then my guitar got knocked out of tune by a large grapefruit that hit the tuning keys." After Prince performed the 1981 track Jack You Off with the abuse of failing to seize, promoter Bill Graham bounded on stage to try to diffuse the situation to little effect. Understandably overwhelmed, the band threw in the towel on their set's fourth song, Uptown. Prince reportedly left the venue in tears, flying home without his fellow musicians to Minneapolis, insisting he would perform at a tour's next gig, scheduled to take place 2 days later. No, this was amazing. In a 1983 interview, Stones frontman Mick Jagger remembered the gig but exhibited little empathy for Prince. "I talked to Prince on the phone once after he got 2 cans thrown at him in L.A. He said that he didn't want to do any more shows. God, I got thousands of bottles and cans thrown at me, every kind of debris. I told him, if you get to be a really big headliner, you have to be prepared for people to throw bottles at you in the night, prepared to die." Wow. Sharing the sentiment, guitarist Keith Richards savagely quipped, "Prince has to find out what it means to be a prince. That's the trouble with conferring a title on yourself before you proved it." Yeah, that's basically Keith Richards right there. That was his attitude when he opened for us on tour, and it was insulting to our audience. You don't try to knock off the headline like that when you're playing a Stones concert. You'd be much better off just being yourself and protecting that. He's a prince who thinks he's a king already. Good luck to him. Ironically, Prince was not a title that young musicians bestowed upon himself, but part of his legal name, Prince Rogers Nelson. So Keith, that was his name. Following encouragement from his manager, guitarist Des Dickerson, and Mick Jagger, Prince agreed to rejoin the tour the next day on October 11. However, his performance met with similar results. Unsurprisingly, he never supported the Stones again. Yeah, so let me comment on that. It was okay that Prince opened for the Stones. That would have been good, you know. He should have picked different songs. He could have led off with Bambi. He could have did I'm Yours. When You Were Mine. Any type of rock number. But I'm going, in Prince's defense, the crowd was racist. You know, the homophobia slurs. But you got to remember, some, you know, of the white audience, they accept Mick Jagger, which Mick Jagger, you know, maybe bisexual or whatever. They accept that. But a black man going kind of glam, they can't accept that. So they'll use any excuse for their racism. And they did anything they can. You know, Keith Richards, you know, as negative as he's going to be, he's not going to too much dig it. He's going to say what he's going to say. But Mick Jagger, you know, admired and liked Prince. So, hey. But I'll tell you something like this. This wasn't Prince's audience. And like Prince said, Ron Moore quoted that this is not our audience. Once we go out on tour, the controversy tour, you will see our audience. And I'm telling you, this motivated Prince and pushed him really to become the success he would later become. You know, you will see in 1999 in Purple Rain and beyond. And he had something to prove. So 1981, he really pushed himself. Vanity 6 was born. Well, The Time was born. He got his bands together. He always wanted to do these projects. He had the Rebels, but never manifested. But he finally, this is what motivated him. He finally pushed himself, writing songs like crazy. Had the Controversy album. And this is when, like I say, am I black or white? Am I straight or gay? Things like that. This is when Prince boldly started, you know, using it and started putting it in your face. He started getting meaner and tougher, and you will see the attitude in the performances. So this is when you saw arrogant Prince, and people was like, why he so arrogant? I think that's what people really hated, because this is why. This motivated him. This motivated him. He got social, political. He started talking about a lot of spiritual things. He started just fusing everything. And to top it off, hey, my favorite song, Pop Life. He put that sound, that negative sound, in that song, Pop Life. All the stuff that they said about him on that Rolling Stone tour that they was throwing him. Throw the bomb out. Yeah, and he used that to his advantage. So Prince, let you know you hated me, now you love me. But at the same time, I know I'm good. You know, I know I'm good. And I proved it to y'all that I'm good, that I'm great. So it's just a thing you have to look. And like I say, Prince is the best. He's one of the best of all time. And yeah, this humbled him and everything. He wasn't quite ready for the big stage. But in my opinion, I just think he should have chose different songs. But at the same time, it just wasn't right for him. But if it weren't for this incident, you wouldn't get The Time, Vanity 6. Like I said, this pushed him to be great. And I don't think you would get 1999, you would get all this. This really pushed Prince. That's why Prince worked so hard, because he's like, this would never happen again. He never went out on tour with anybody. You have to remember, this is why this man would love to be in control. He never let that happen again. Same incident in '83 with Michael Jackson. He's like, Mike is not going to do that to me again. I'm going to be in full control. So the We Are the World thing, I'm going to do a solo. It's not about ego. I want to be in control because you're not going to show me up. You know, I'm going to always be prepared. And that's what Prince was all about, preparation. So yeah, flashback, 1981. The Rolling Stones debacle. And this is the Purple Ladder speaking. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And I'll see you in another video. Thank you. God bless. Peace.